Hello, morning. Yo, Gurleen. What's up? Okay. What are your views on AI powered Astro services? My Naksha startup raised 75 crore in seed round. I don't know what is this. My Naksha. I think I wrote about impact of AI and ChatGPT on blogging. Mm, Maybe that may help you. I personally feel that like ChatGPT or other tools of AI still have a lot to cover in astrology, like just a second. Like in evolution, like many a times their data is very wrong, incorrect. Like even the basic data, if you put your birth details and ask for your basic birth chart, you may find lots of mistakes. Okay, so is they have to improve. It can be a useful tool. Okay, but as I always say, the creation can never be better than creator. Okay, so it is a good tool. AI and all the AI tools are like helpful, but I don't think they can replace normal human interaction. Mm, Is Dhruv star somewhere in the zodiac belt? I am not aware. Okay. Hi, good morning, Shona. With any new invention, I can understand. Like if I just go back into my memory, uh, 1995. This was the time period when triple W revolution happened. Uh, Internet and all these things came up, and it was thought that internet will overtake human life or replace human effort, but you need people to use internet, right? So internet has reduced our work, but you need people to utilize internet. Then some like 10 days 10 years after, somewhere in 2005 6, YouTube came up. Initially there was this thought, the social media stuff, Facebook, YouTube, and all. Initially, there was this thought that YouTube should be banned. Okay, initially, when people were starting to upload videos and all, in 2005 6, there was this kind of demand that YouTube should be banned. Now we cannot even imagine our life without YouTube. So AI is also fine. It needs to evolve, it needs to develop, and with evolution, with some developments, with some improvements, AI and its tools can be very useful for human life. But I I don't think that anything can replace human life. Anything can replace human effort, human interaction. As I said, creation can never be bigger than creator. We created AI. Okay. So it cannot replace its creator. Okay. Right. Please share if someone has Mars as Lagna Lord in Leo, 10th house in Lagna chart, and Virgo 12th house in Navamsha. Does it give struggle in marriage and career? They can be very ambitious in career matters. Mars in 10th house Leo. Marriage or relationship life is always troublesome, always difficult. So one or the other difficulty is bound to come. So don't pay much attention. Anyways, D9 chart has nothing to do with marriage. Okay. Uh, but in career matters, it is a very good position to have your ascendant Lord Mars in the 10th house Leo. Excellent. Very ambitious people. Dhruv star is the Polaris or the pole star. It's not the zodiac part. Good job. Okay. Data set accuracy in astrology was due to so many planets in different, so many presets, like different Anamsha mean position, etc. It is a boon of independent for independency, or it's a non-scientific, non-validation type of thing. In any system, like uh, even if you develop a new system, let's suppose like forget about astrology, numerology, and all these kind of things. Suppose you, Akash, develops a new system of predicting or like prophesizing anything with time. Suppose you are the first one, you developed a system and you had some students, you taught them, okay, things are fine up to this point. But when these students start developing their approach, they will start deflecting little bit from your pure system. That is human nature. Okay, if they have something of their own inside their soul, they will deflect. That is like bound to happen. Likewise, like if I bring an example, Buddhism is one. There are different branches of Buddhism, thousands of like streams. Okay, Christianity is one, thousands of streams of Christianity, thousands of sects and all that. That is bound to happen. Okay, uh, and it should happen. This shows like every individual is independent and has his own way of thinking. As long as they can like logically prove their thinking, this should continue. Okay, because this only shows that we are evolving. If you have one system and everyone is following that particular system, and no one is going away from that there, with time it will become stale. Okay, so it is necessary that we should continue to evolve and continue to find new systems, new ways of like predicting things. No issues. Alright, which nakshatra would you say represent overcoming loneliness and going into aloneness? Among planets, we can make this distinction uh, through Ketu or Saturn. Okay, among planets. In mm, in nakshatras, if we want like Revati, the final nakshatra, the last one, the spiritual one. So that will be like more about aloneness. This Revati nakshatra. Otherwise, no, no, I think Revati should like depict what you are like thinking. That means variance is bound to happen in the evolution of time, thanks increasing entropy. Right, and it should happen. Okay, I don't find anything wrong in it because, like, if we stop evolving, okay, if we just stop evolving, then okay, fine, everything is gone. Okay, if we stop improving or evolving or like learning new things or new ways, what is left then? You are given one system thousands of years ago, you are following that system only, and there is nothing left beyond that. Okay, so just imagine if you are into this type of situation. You have one system of astrology, and that is given 1,000 years back. Now, 1,000 years after, you are bound to question it because in 1,000 years, lots of things have changed in society. Lots of things have changed in people's life. Why this system is the same? Okay, so we have to think from that perspective also. Yes. Right. Any further question? Case with Ketu in Revati conjunct Saturn, I suppose that's a big theme. I better get used to this feeling of loneliness and embracing it. Right. It is like the eventual thing. What I'm trying to say is that all the relationships, connections we make in life, they are important for the time being. Okay, we learn through those relationships, we learn through those connections. But there is bound to be a time when you will realize that everything was for some time. Okay. Yeah, it may be a Saturn return thing also. Correct. Okay. That is also relevant in your case. Wherever Saturn is, like this is also something. Saturn is like isolated planet. It's like furthest away, right? So wherever Saturn is placed, we feel isolated in that area of life, alone. Okay, putting lots of self efforts there. Okay, so that can be the situation. No. So, like if someone has Saturn in the 10th house, maybe in the career matters, they are putting lots of efforts. And if someone has Saturn in the fourth house, in like maybe in their home life, they feel like, okay, no one understands me, like, or my feelings and all. That is it. Is there a certain time, according to astrology, when a person realizes this thing you said? Not the time. Timing only brings the situations, dashas and transits. They only bring the situations. The realization depends on the evolution level of the person. Okay, a person can go through the same events multiple times and may not realize it, and some other person may just see the trouble other person is going through and may realize for himself. Rahu in Punarvasu Nakshatra makes you show off knowledge to others if Rahu is in Gemini. I mean, showing off intellect. Yeah, it can. It can be like that because, anyways, Gurudom is like a big problem. Okay. Osho uses this word Gurudom, and I like it. That's why, like, if you see, like in this type of scenario, the best example is again Bhagavad Gita. Uh, Bhagavad Gita, where does it start? When, like, Arjun starts asking question to Krishna, and it goes like this: that whatever answers Krishna gave, they were only audible to Arjun. No one else can listen to those answers. This is a metaphor. We have to understand it. First of all, Krishna didn't start answering and didn't start saying anything until and unless Arjun asked the first question. So you should share your knowledge with other people only when the question is asked. If no one is asking any question, no need to share any knowledge. Because question shows your interest in learning something. Okay, the basic interest. If and no one is showing any interest in learning anything, why you should waste your time and energy? That is the first thing. Then this metaphor that only Arjun was able to hear the answer of Krishna, besides Sanjay and Dhatrashtra. Uh, Even only Sanjay, Dhatrashtra through Sanjay. Okay. This metaphor means that only the person who has the inquisitiveness to understand things, only he will get the answer. No one else will get the answer. Okay. So to get rid of this gurudom kind of thing, this thing can be followed that unless and until a question is arising from anyone, and no answer should be given. Okay. Do you give more weightage to Lagna or Ramon Rashi? For me, Lagna chart is always the most important. Namaste, sir. Namaste, sir. I generally want to know that does the experience of dynamic meditation change after taking Osho sannyas? And what changes did you feel in your life after sannyas? It is a very good process to go through, especially if someone has lots of issues, and we all have emotional issues from our childhood, from our adolescence, and all. So we all had uh, we all have these issues coming from our early life. So third stage of dynamic meditation is catharsis. Okay. In catharsis, you just let go of yourself. You can do anything in catharsis stage, the third stage. You can cry, you can scream, you can uh, yell, you can shout, you can hit, you can fight, you can punch, anything you can do all by yourself, so that your anger should go out, your frustrations should go out. It is like the way to the way to catharsize yourself. Okay. uh, when I started, before that, I had lots of anger in within me, towards my childhood, towards my home life and all. I had lots of anger. After this uh, catharsis and dynamic meditation, I'm much more calm. Okay. I get angry, I still get angry, but I utilize that anger. Anger doesn't overpower me, I utilize the anger. Okay. That is it. The difference is reaction versus response. Now I respond, I don't react. For Pisces, Saturn is placed. For places Saturn is placed, should person keep putting continuous self efforts or have more acceptance of things and relax on their self efforts? For example, Saturn. So again, Jiva Karaka and Jiva Karaka. When I say that Saturn in the 10th house, person has to put self efforts in career, that means he has to work for himself. He cannot expect people at his job place or workplace to help him. Okay. Likewise, Saturn in the fifth house, Pisces, is like work on your creativity, work on your education, guiding, counseling, all the Ajiva Karaka stuff of fifth house. Jiva Karaka, very less results. Okay, almost none. Yes, curiosity is important for learning. Otherwise, how beautifully you described, Arjun is qualified plus curious enough to understand Bhagavad Gita. Correct. Which house lord Dasha makes your life non-pleasant, and after that you jump to a phase of life when you really understand Nishkam Karma Yoga. All these things are like about people on higher evolution level. Okay, we cannot say them from the chart because like um, events, houses, planets, and all dashas, transits, they are active for many people simultaneously. There are many people who are going through like sixth house dasha or Saturn dasha or Ketu dasha or eighth house dasha, and they may be going through similar circumstances in life, but not everyone is evolving. Not everyone is understanding Nishkam Karma Yoga and all that. Okay, so it largely depends on the evolution of the person or the receptivity of the person, how he is receiving the situation in life, whether he thinks that existence is there to guide me, or he thinks that existence is there to take revenge for me. So to get initiated into Osho Sannyas, does one have to go to Osho Tapovan, Nepal? No, not needed. There are many Osho centers, Osho communes worldwide. Okay, in whichever city you are in, even that city or nearby city, you can find Osho centers. And every Osho center organizes this sannyas initiation, maybe like 3 4 months in 3 4 months time. Like Guru Purnima is one day when they organize this function. Osho's birthday is another day. That is, I think, 21st March. Uh, I should not be saying like this. This is like shame on me. I don't know his birthday. Just a second. Born on like 11th. Okay, fine. From where the 20th? He was born on 11 December. So 11 December is also the day when they organized the like sannyas initiation. His like leaving the body is also 19th Jan. That is also a day when many communes organize this function. And there is this Enlightenment Day that is in March. That is 21st. Yeah, that is 21st March. That is what I remember. 21st March is the day when he got enlightened. So that is also the day when like many communes organize this initiations sessions. So you can contact any of them, any of the Osho communes and centers, and ask them for the next time when they are organizing it. Maybe the in December around his birthday. That will be many like centers do that. So you can join there. Does sixth house of Navamsha signify separated partner? I want to see someone who once was potential partner in but marriage one never materialized. So okay, it's fine. You seem to be new on my channel or site. Uh, this article may help you. Personally, I feel that Navamsha has nothing to do with marriage. So, Gaurav Sethi ji, please go through this article. Hmm. Right. Is Osho sannyas and neo sannyas the same? Yeah, it is the same. Neo sannyas. He introduced neo sannyas. Osho. Uh, Ketu in Gemini is in first house with Mercury in the 12th. What is the question? Uh, it is good for like foreign settlement. I saw one beautiful correlation in chart of sannyasi and spiritual people. Uh, the relative speeds of their chart Saturn are negligible. Like I'm not aware of it. And people with fast Saturn speeds were fast decision takers. Is it only due to Saturn speed? I'm not aware of all these things. Mm, good job. Thank you. So uh, this thing like Saturn speed and all, I'm not aware about anything about that. Okay, so that's it. Now Saturn position, house and Rashi. My chart is there on the site. You can check it. Just a second. Hmm. Rahu Saturn are together in Leo 10th house. Swamiji, how did you feel emotionally during your Saturn return? That was like rough. Uh, Everything gone for a toss. Career gone for a toss. Money matters. Father's passing away. Mother is not well. Everything was uh, very much saturnine. It made me like emotionally very rough. Okay. After that, I didn't care much emotionally about people or all that. I became very stern after that. Mm. Vilas ji, hello. કેમ છો? I suppose that's where you get your practical and stoic side of to you after Saturn return. I wonder if it activated more of your exalted mass too. Exalted Mars started giving me results from like 29 around the same time like Saturn return because I got the first property around that age. Okay. Like I bought a land and I constructed a house. Okay. So it was like that. So yeah, Saturn return and exaltation of Mars because Mars is in Capricorn. I only say that because exalted Mars is in Capricorn sign of Saturn. Right. Smart. Okay. What Saturn return does is like, as you said, it makes a person very practical person. Okay. Like I was easily available. Like the biggest change which has happened after Saturn return or before Saturn return is like I was easily available to the people, just like that. Okay. Mm, after Saturn return, I stayed available only for those people who were available to me in my Saturn return. That's it. Okay. If you were good to me in my difficult time, then only I will be good to you. Okay, that's it. So this is what happened after like Saturn return. People who didn't like treat me well in my Saturn return, in my bad times, I closed doors for them. Hi, Philippine Wellness. Guruji, Yoga Guru. Were you like people pleaser before the Saturn return? Not really the people pleaser, but I didn't know the art of saying no. Okay. I didn't like want to say no to the people. Okay. I learned how to like say no after Saturn return or during Saturn return. I was a people pleaser, but after Saturn Sadasati time, I became isolated and gained wisdom. Good job. So see, Saturn is so helpful. Jai Shri Krishna. So you learn boundaries like Saturn's rings, right? Yo. So I realized like in my difficult time, like only like three, four friends were there who actually supported me, helped me during those times, difficult times. Now I'm available for only those three, four friends. That's it. So, and that I followed throughout after that. Whomsoever is available for me, I will be available for that person. Right. Yo, Saturn is a big filter and a serious one. Also, like Saturn is about uh, maturity, also not repeating the same mistakes. Okay, that's why. So, like, there are many people who don't learn after even after Saturn return. Okay, that is when the real difficulty is because Saturn returns are like the most difficult time period. If you are not learning even in that difficult time period, what else existence can give to you? I have Mercury in Virgo in the fourth house, and its dasha is coming after 2 years, and I'm able to see and the transition of my nature converting dasha shows. In fact, or its error and no, it is like you are in Sandhi period. Mm, it is the bridge between the two dashas. You are in Saturn Jupiter right now. So Sandhi period always brings this type of result. You are getting glimpses of your Mercury Dasha. Okay, so that is why uh, the glimpses of Mercury Dasha has started coming in. So this article may be helpful. Embrace the solitude to found happiness in me. Good job. That's amazing. Very inspired to hear as I'm going through Saraswati and Saturn return both right now. Yeah. Okay. Learn from the mistake of musketeer finding fragrance outside, but it was coming from musketeer's gland itself. Sounds like a spiritual journey to realize your inner self. Yo, correcto. Few astrologers claiming free will exists only if chart supports thoughts. Okay, my view is that these are two ways of living life, either free will or destiny. If you are surrendered to God, destiny is the way for you. If you are surrendered to the human ego, then free will is the way for you. Something about what you are seeking is within is seeking you. Something about what you are seeking is within you. Yeah. What job? Gulling. Mm. In Saturn Dasha, I got aware enough to see a thread bounding relationships together. Mm. And found out there is no threat. It's just a projection of your imagination. Yo, Devi Prasad ji, hello. Mm, there are many ways to explain like fate versus free will kind of scenario, and I have written a lot upon that. So these articles will help you, Balaji. Okay, so just go through these articles because I don't want to go through them all over again. Uh, I didn't understand thread bounding relationship meaning. Can you clarify? Akash. Hmm. Okay, so any other question? Or we can close. Firstly, I was exposed to these threats, and then on further investigation, I found there is nothing, complete emptiness, and I'm more and here of not there. Yo, good realization. Hmm. Okay, I think we are done for the day. Thank you. Hmm. Good job. Thank you. See you later.